Good morning, everyone. If it's... it is still early. If you've seen me in this shirt, it's because you've seen me in this shirt. I literally just put this on so that way my titties aren't hanging out on the internet first thing in the morning. Not a pretty sight. Too much chest hair. I'm just gonna sit here for just a second just to see if I'm dropping frames and blah 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 blah. Make sure we have a good connection. With me saying titties in the first 2 minutes, is that gonna do anything? Is it gonna shadow ban me? I don't know how this works. I'm new. I'm brand new. Leave me alone. But keep watching, maybe. How's the connection? Seemingly fine. Seemingly, so far. I'll give it another 20 seconds and then we're gonna dive into some Caleb Hammer. Alright, so good morning everyone. My name's Blake. If you didn't know, my name's down there somewhere. This morning we're going to be watching Caleb Hammer and his interview, his podcast show, Financial Audit. He's interviewing some douchebag looking dude who is probably not gay, but we're gonna just say he's gay for the hell of it. Because why not? That's fun, right? I mean, you'll see why once we get into it. But yeah, I've noticed that a lot of y'all have been watching my videos lately, and I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So yeah, let's dive into this Caleb Hammer video. I'm still half asleep. I just woke up and I have just a little bit, over an hour for work, or until I have to go to work. So let's do this and let's see what happens. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish this video, but we're going to try our best, okay? All right, let's dive into this video.
You live at home as a 30-year-old. I don't give a about your Mustang.
That's a pretty nice Mustang, I'm not gonna lie.
I told you you're a bag.
So the Amex card, I only got that because it's an Amex card. It's an Amex Gold.
What the does that even mean?
Like a cool status symbol and all that kind of stuff.
What are you talking about then?
Credit Karma, I saw it as
You saw it on Credit Karma, so that was a cool status? You're not the alpha you think you are.
Wait a minute.
Hammer Elite is the best YouTube membership on the platform, and I just upgraded it. 3 exclusive dedicated shows every single day, Monday through Friday. And for this final week, I'm paying for you to sign up. Sign up for Hammer Elite in the description or pin comment below and submit proof of purchase at hammerelite.com. After that, I'll send you a text.
Sorry, I'm adjusting the volume. The volume on this side was peaking, and so I was adjusting things and figuring that out real fast. Okay, sorry. Back to, I think we're good now. Back to the thing.
$10 digital gift card that can be spent basically anywhere and in most countries. This is the best membership you'll ever join.
Also, for the sake of time, I may speed this up a little bit.
That's a promise.
Hi, my name is Trey, I'm 30 from Tampa, Florida, and this is Financial Audit.
Welcome over from Florida, sir. So what are you doing in Florida for a living?
So,
Hold on, we're refreshing. This is getting too choppy for me.
$10 digital gift card that can be spent basically anywhere and in most countries. This is the best membership you'll ever join. That's a promise.
hi, my name is Trey, I'm 30 from Tampa, Florida,
Right, let's try this.
and this is Financial Audit.
It's still really choppy. What's going on? Hold on. Is it because of this? Do I need to get... Okay. Hold on. Try this one more time.
Digital gift card that can be spent basically anywhere and in most
I'm doing
countries.
a thing.
This is the best membership you'll ever join. That's a promise.
Hi, my name is Trey, I'm 30.
I don't like this. I don't like how choppy it's being. What's our internet connection like? It's fine. What if we just lower the quality down to 1080?
from Tampa, Florida, and this is Financial Audit.
Okay.
Welcome over from Florida, sir. So what are you doing in Florida for a living?
So I work in marketing for a telecommunication company.
Okay.
And I've been doing that for a couple years now.
Good.
And
What are you making?
so it's about 87.5 is what I make pre-tax.
So if I go full screen, it seems to be working better, maybe. Sorry about all the technical difficulties. This is my first time. Be gentle on me, okay?
That's great.
Yeah.
Also, do you see why we're calling this man a gay man? Maybe a little bit.
What is going wrong? Because that is great. What hits your account on a monthly basis?
So it's about $5,000 a month.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. Okay.
$5,000 a month. I kind of wish.
I mean, are you getting some heavy hits?
You know,
I mean,
it's
$5,000 a month.
Yeah, so that's going to be after any sort of deduction.
No, actually, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, that does make sense. So how you living on $5,000 and Tampa Bay? It's not uberly cheap, but it's also not like.
I mean, 5,000 in Tampa would be a little bit crazy. A little bit tough.
The hyper most expensive part.
Do you see the Labubu there in the background? Caleb and his Labubu. Oh, Caleb, what'd you name it? Caleb, what'd you name it?
So Florida, so
It's pretty expensive, actually.
pretty expensive,
yeah,
though.
Yeah, I mean, comparative to like other places like Orlando or Miami, I mean, it's up there, man.
Really compared to Miami?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. No,
Orlando,
recently-
I would definitely say, yeah.
I mean, recently they were saying that it's like
Recently, we were saying he sounds like Tim from 90 Day Fiance.
$90,000 for a single family home.
Okay.
For the income. So,
Well, good
I'm
news.
close.
You're at 85.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what is actually the problem? What the f is going on?
So, as we take a little deep dive in what's going on, I'm sure you'll see it. But I do have kind of a housing situation going on right now that I hope to.
Okay, this is gonna. Okay, watching this at 1.5 speed really doesn't help the gay rumors on this guy.
What?
So it's kind of a house that's on the verge of foreclosure.
How are you on the verge of foreclosure?
So it was,
I wouldn't be laughing, but I appreciate it.
I don't want to laugh about the situation. It was kind of unfortunate.
Oh my god. Okay, this is amazing. This is amazing. Watch him. I mean, obviously.
It's with an ex and all that kind of stuff. And, the mortgage went unpaid for a couple months because she was limited in it by herself. Yeah.
I was picking up P vibes, but that's okay. Keep going.
It's just, I'm confident about my manly self. So, got a skin routine. So
That was not why.
yeah, no. So yeah, I mean,
That was not why. That was not why. I don't even know if I move around that much when I talk. I think I do. Maybe. I don't know.
I love being in the area, but I didn't like the relationship, so I had to move out. And
She was a woman.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Fair.
you guys got it together? Is she on the mortgage?
Yeah. So basically, what happened?
She is on the mortgage, then why wouldn't she want to not for credit and pay parts of it? Okay, actually, yeah, just tell me what's going on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's going on. So we bought the house.
You just hit me with one of these.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
So I bought the house in August of 2023 with her after we had, a minor breakup. We got back together, and I was like, hey, let's buy a house.
That's a pretty gay shirt. I want that shirt. I kind of like it. It looks soft. It looks comfortable. I want that shirt.
I'll spill some equity.
Minor breakup.
Yeah.
How long?
Probably a couple months.
Once, just wanted to bottom a little bit. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, just like 2 months, whatever. So when we got back together, I was like,
He totally missed the bottom comment right there. And honestly, I could see this guy being like a bottom on trend. Like he obviously look at those arms. Look at those arms. I mean, maybe he works. I mean, obviously he works out, but maybe it's just maybe it's natural. But I'm pretty sure this guy's on steroids. I mean, it just, with the voice and the muscles and everything, he just seems like, and with that, obviously, he's gonna do a little bit of gay stuff on the side.
all right, we need to start building some equity eventually. And, the housing market is not going to get any better. So might as well buy a house. We'll build some equity and whatnot. Yeah. So
I'm sorry. I don't know if you said about how long were you guys together at that point?
It was a little over like 2.5 years.
Okay.
3 years-ish.
Why not marriage then before getting
I like how sassy Caleb is. He's like, okay.
in a house together?
I was a little skeptical about marriage, but I wanted.
Then yeah, let's get on a mortgage together.
I know. Yeah. So it was just kind of in the
Okay.
moment. I was like, hey man, let's.
Even calls her man. He's
Oh, you're not doing yourself any favors.
really dreaming about it.
So when we bought the house, it was up in Holiday, Florida, which is actually.
Okay, looking at the arm on this side, maybe he's not on steroids, but we're still gonna say that he is.
Actually not the best city or county whatsoever, but we got what we wanted. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with 2-car garage.
Yeah, but that's not for the moment. You still have to look for a house.
Yeah.
You still have to apply for loans.
Yeah,
Right, that's great. That's not just an immediate thing.
Yeah, so we did some searching for the houses. We spent a couple months researching, and we came across this house and had everything that we wanted.
Why did she want to get into this with you? Did she see marriage?
I think she did.
I don't know what it is, but and I'm probably not one to talk, but it really bothers me when people have like animal hair or some kind of hair like on their hats and or microphones. Like Caleb has really clean microphones, but if you look at this guy's hat, I'll pause once we get a little bit closer. There's like some kind of hair on it, and it bothers the freak out of me.
So why'd you f her over like that then?
I didn't think I f***ed her over.
First off, that little head thing, I didn't think of. I don't remember. Also, again, look, dude, you should have cleaned your hat just a little bit. You could have cleaned it. You could have looked at it before you put it on.
You know, I had the I mean, I bought the house with the intentions of being there, you know, for a long time.
Okay, but the house, not the relationship.
Yeah, so we lived in the house for a couple months, and then we ended up breaking up. So it just
was a couple months. And to be clear, both of you on the mortgage.
So yes, we were both on the mortgage because I had a co-sign for it. Yes. Well, I'm still on the mortgage. Yes. And so
she's still on the mortgage.
Yeah, she's still on the mortgage.
When did you guys break up?
It was April of 24, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
April of 24.
Okay, so over a year ago.
Yeah.
Decently over, like a year and a quarter ago.
Yeah, and the issue that we had with it was I wasn't on the deed. She was. So I had no ownership of the property, but I was tied to it through the mortgage.
Interesting.
So we had this verbal agreement that she would live at the house, continue to pay the mortgage, and that's how it was for, you know, up until the early 2025.
Okay, so who moved out?
I did.
What's your living situation? So are you paying double rent?
No, so actually my parents...
It almost even looks like he has like a pride flag on the crook of his elbow here. Almost. I know it's probably not, but...
They're very...
You moved in with your parents at 30?
I did, yeah. Yeah,
I did, yeah.
Love saying that.
Hey, Ma! Can we get some meatloaf?
No, so...
yeah?
So they have been very fortunate in letting me live at home, and that's been able to let me build some cash to...
Wait, see? You can see it better now. Look at the dirty hat. Clean your hats.
Wait, why is the house not sold? Did you guys want to sell the house?
Have you seen the market recently?
It's not great, but if you're about to get, what would you rather do? Sell a house or get foreclosed on?
Oh, I would love to sell the house.
Then why haven't you guys sold the house?
It's on the market right now.
It's on the market right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, price cut $10,000. I just pulled it up. Yeah, small house under 1,500 square feet. That makes it definitely harder to sell for sure.
Yeah, and the whole neighborhood is for sale. The whole neighborhood, and it's
well, is that in a literal?
Not in a literal sense, but there's multiple homes like listed for that.
Yeah, no, I mean, Texas and Florida have a supply surplus for sure. Yeah. So falling housing, we just hit literally this morning, record high housing prices in the United States. Well, Florida and Texas are falling because we're allowing builders to build in those places. Yeah, I mean, it looks honestly kind of like a not great place.
Yeah, and I get weekly updates from the realtor, and they always tell me, hey, you know, there's X amount of views over the past week. There's been this many saves.
So what's this foreclosure risk?
So,
oh my gosh, okay, so what did you buy it for?
So we bought it at $350. And
okay, you bought it for $350, which by the way, it was listed for at that point
$335 when we bought it, and then we had a down payment.
And then you guys listed it for sale $385, dropped it to $375, now $365. That is showing to a buyer that you are willing to drop it to about $335.
Yeah, and I hope that doesn't get to that point, because at that point we would rather do a deed in lieu.
Why'd you guys break up?
So the reason why we broke up, we just weren't seeing eye to eye. We had different.
We're not seeing eye to eye. She just didn't have a deck, and yeah, we just couldn't make it work.
Right after you guys moved in together and got on a mortgage together?
You know, it's kind of one of those things to, you know, maybe this is the spark that we needed to get into a house and continue the relationship.
Guys, do not buy a house together. If you have a rocky relationship, do not buy a house together. Do not have a kid. Do not do these crazy, extraordinary moves in your relationship to try to fix things. It's just going to put more pressure and more tension on you two. No, don't do that. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid behavior.
You told Lindsay you guys got into a scuffle.
We did. Yeah, we did get into a scuffle. And
you and a woman?
Yes, me and a woman.
Into a scuffle?
Yes.
And you beat her?
No, not a physical scuffle. I would never beat a woman.
Oh, what the fuck else is a scuffle?
A verbal argument. What do you mean?
That's not a scuffle. A scuffle is like wrestling in the front yard.
I don't think that's what a...
Which I've known plenty of gay men to do. But...
Scuffle is...
We had a verbal argument and...
Okay, about what?
Okay. Him calling a verbal argument a scuffle is the gayest thing, aside from his voice and mannerisms and clear skin and everything.
What? Because that was such a big decision to make when you guys are on a house together.
When you deal with a person who is so ignorant of the situation and they're just not seeing... Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And they just don't see eye to eye, and no matter how much you talk to them, it always leads to an argument. You don't
what were we discussing?
So it could literally be anything. And, you know, it was just being with this person was so annoying, and it was just, I could not be...
Being with this person was so annoying. God. She had a vagina. Guys, how could I be with her? She had a vagina.
With her.
The person he was with for 2.5 years before getting on a mortgage with her and then broke up after 2 months of closing the house.
Boom.
What are you talking about?
At the time, I was like,
when did you decide you were breaking up with her? Was it before the mortgage or after the mortgage?
It was after the mortgage.
Really? And
yes.
how quickly did you break up after deciding you were going to break up?
It was in 2024 when I decided
and
to break
she
up
lives
with her.
there now?
No. So I didn't get to that part. So, 2020.
I don't know what it is, but watching this at this speed, it like does something to my brain. It just like it scratches the itch because my brain can follow it fairly easily. Hopefully y'all can, but my brain's just like, oh, this is how life is supposed to be like. And yeah, and I'm waiting on my ADHD diagnosis, so maybe that's why.
Before it happened, she gets a tax bill for $5,000 because escrow.
What kind of tax? Okay, probably.
So they hadn't been collecting enough for escrow, so there was a tax bill of $5,000, and she had no idea about this. She was not educated on it. So
I mean, it probably jumped up because a new purchase. I'm sure they were homesteading before.
Yeah, and so she never filed for homestead, and.
Well, in 2024, wait, how long was the house owned at that point?
So we bought in August. So what is that?
Would there have been homesteading at that point? I'm just talking probably jumped up from the previous owner. The assessment from the previous owner, and they falsely assessed it from the mortgage standpoint.
They very well could have been. I had no idea.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, so we ended up breaking up, and she got the tax bill, and she reached out to me. She's like, "What is this? Why is the mortgage payment going up a couple $100 a month?" And
What is the mortgage payment?
After the tax bill, $3,400 a month.
Now?
$3,400 a month.
Well, the fuck is your rate? Yeah, the property tax must be substantial. That's not great. Okay.
No, it wasn't good. And prior to the tax bill, it was about
you couldn't afford that on your own for sure.
No,
okay.
No, so it was about $2,800 prior to that. So,
geez, $3,400 a month? That's crazy. Granted, he did say that the house overall was like $300,000 or something, right? Wow. Like our mortgage is like less than $500. Granted, we live in a really small house, if you couldn't tell, but yeah, I can't even imagine paying $3,000 for a mortgage. That's ridiculous. I'd rather rent.
I was giving in about $1,600 for my half, including expenses. And
I'm gonna call her in the post show.
Good luck.
There is no way around it.
Good luck.
Yeah, but I want to hear her perspective because you essentially called her. She was like, "Oh, she's a ignorant," and I had to break up with her
I'm not
because
gonna
of
lie
that.
to you. She is kind of to deal with, and we're still dealing with the price cuts of the house. And I told her, I was like, "Listen, this house is gonna end up short."
Also, if you see me petting or reaching down, it's because I'm petting my dog Ursula here. Yes, I have a dog named after a Disney villain because gay.
We're selling, or it's gonna go to deed and live.
And what's her philosophy of the current sale?
She doesn't care, honestly, and this is what I was going to cover. So in February of this year, she just completely stopped paying the mortgage because I told her, like, listen, it was January. I told her, like, listen, this is a good opportunity for us to look at selling the house. We obviously are not going to keep this. We can go on our separate ways. And there's
What's y'all's relationship right now?
We hate each other.
Oh, why? What is with these toxic
We hate each other.
breakups? I've never had a toxic breakup.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you people?
But I'll be honest, Caleb. I'm glad that relationship happened because of the current relationship that I'm in is probably the best one I've ever been in. Not even probably, it is the best relationship I've been in.
Okay, he's finally taking it up the ass and he's super proud of it. Okay, we all get it.
Yes, Queen, go girl. Take it up the butt. You and your trend body.
No, so after I told her that, like, listen, we got to sell this house. And she had this recommendation that her friends could move in and they would pay rent and that I just needed help putting together a lease agreement for renter. And I told her, absolutely not, because then we're liable for all the stuff that happens if something breaks. I'm like, no, you can't afford this. You can barely afford an apartment on your own. So why do you think that being a landlord would be a better decision?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I can understand the desire to temporarily do it until the market recovers in the area. So it's not like the ultimate worst take, but it definitely, I mean, co-ownership and a mortgage together, co-landlording, broken up, combative relationship, then having to actively manage it yourself unless you get a property manager, which would take about 10 to 15%.
Right.
But even still, it might not have been the worst option.
Well, I mean, and that could be an option, but after I had mentioned that to her, I was like, listen, this is not going to work whatsoever. Like, we need to sell the house. I was not in a position to say anything because I wasn't on the deed of the house, so I couldn't list it for sale. After that communication, she completely stopped talking to me whatsoever. And then that's
why?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. Why? Connect some dots.
No,
Why?
I really have no idea. After I had mentioned that, it was about a couple weeks later, I was at an event and I got a notification that my credit score had gotten a huge impact. And it was because she had missed the payments.
So you pay her and then she makes the full?
Yeah. So I would pay her my half. It was the
So retribution?
Whatever you want to call it.
Well, I don't know, but I'm also only getting your perspective. And no offense, but I don't trust most people on the show.
So her name was on the utilities. Her name was, on the deed and the mortgage. So I would just send her my half and then she'd make the payment.
Yeah, and I understand you're making it all about her, but listen, you're in horrible debt. So this obviously you are not good with money. So I'm just hyper skeptical.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be on top of this? Like, did she have a track record of like being responsible? Like, why weren't you on top of this? Especially when, I don't know, if it affects your credit score and affects your money, then why aren't you being more proactive in the management of these things? I mean, you two may not like each other at the time, but you could still be like, you could still put your like qualms aside just so that way you could like figure this crap out.
Of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe she accidentally missed the mortgage.
Well, no, she didn't accidentally miss the mortgage. She wasn't paying it on purpose. I think we're at 3 months.
Currently?
Yes, currently it's still in.
Ooh, 3 months. That's like over $9,000, right? Ugh.
Paid to this point.
Have you contacted the bank?
I've contacted the mortgage company multiple times. I have explained the situation multiple times. She had finally reached out to me about 3 months after the mortgage not being paid, saying that the house is now vacant, the keys are on the table, I don't give a what you do with this house. And the very next day, my parents and I, we went up to the house, we secured keys, we locked the house down, and I said, all right, I need you to be in communication with me because we need to transfer the deed from your name to my name.
Logical, that's exactly what I would do.
To which she was cooperative in that capacity, so she signed everything over after a long battle of,
Well, good, okay, so now the home's listed and it's going down in value, and you're obviously gonna be on, at least under your purchase price, so how much did you guys put down?
Nothing.
Okay, so you're gonna have to, where are you coming up with the extra money to pay off the debt when the house is sold?
That's kind of where we're at right now. As of last week when I contacted the realtor, they brought it up to me, they're like, hey, you might have to come, with some money to closing, if we end up short selling the property. I was like,
you're gonna have to come with a lot of money, and you're already horrendous debt, dude. You already...
Ooh, you are in the hole, dude. You are so in the hole.
Horrendous debt, how much...
But you want someone to be in your hole, don't you? Don't you?
How much bad debt you think you have? How much bad debt you think you have? That's outside of the mortgage, big guy.
Honestly, I think it's about $40,000 altogether, if I'm not mistaken.
$54,000. They don't even know. How are you coming up with an extra $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 to finish this thing out?
No.
What are you talking about? You don't know.
Like 6% for realtors, and then
but you're gonna sell.
You got the
you're gonna sell under your purchase price, and you don't even know how far this is gonna fall before you actually get a buyer.
And
right now, it's a buyer's market more than it is a seller's market.
And I agree with you on that.
So what are you talking about? You don't know how much is gonna happen.
Instead.
Okay, what are you gonna do? What are you going to? 100%.
If I have to do that, then yes, I would. And that's kind of that's where I'm at right now, and that's what I think about.
Are you against a potential rent? Give up 10-15%. Let a rental property manager take it over.
So let's say, if, for example, that you get somebody to move into this house, they're not going to pay $3,400 for a rental. Like
no, you're going to still have to probably pay at least half, but then you might be able to eventually sell this at some point. A profit, market recovery. If rates go down, buddy, I bet that market's taking off.
I agree. Yeah, no, 100%. And the problem is let's say I do get a renter in there, and the house sells within 3 months. What happens then? That person has to move out. The house is staged ready, and we are constantly having open houses to get people to come in.
It doesn't matter, buddy. You've already dropped it by what, 20, 30? It's probably gonna be another 20, 30 from there. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely been one of the worst.
Oh god, they're talking about numbers, and my brain this morning right now with numbers is like, we're not gonna do that. So I'm over here almost falling asleep.
Financial mistakes that I made, and
I know, which is perfect just for this financial audit show, where they're talking about money, which is mine.
And you broke up with her immediately. No, but again, I feel I understand. Okay, maybe she is a bit of a bum and she this situation. Okay, for the past few months, but that still doesn't excuse you $55,000 of bad debt. Why the f are you doing so much bad debt?
A lot of it came from my 20s, if I'm being honest. And there is.
Hey, then why is it not gone?
Because
20s was already happened.
I was definitely spending way more than.
In your 20s. Okay, you're
way more.
30 now. So why is it not gone?
I'm working on it.
I don't think so. I bet you're continuing that.
Yeah, I just don't know what to do with it.
You don't know what to do with your debt.
No, I just don't know how to pay it off or the right way to do it.
It's putting money towards it and cutting back on bullshit. What's the complication?
So I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do it. I've heard these different methods, like the snowball method and the avalanche method. But it's like, honestly, I'm not sure where to start with it.
I mean, I will say that learning the methods and everything, it's what Caleb Hammer does is not a hard concept. It's not a hard thing to do. All he does is he looks exactly what your money is, where it's going, where it's been, and then he just creates a plan off of that. He gets your monthly income. So he gets your monthly income. Then he gets the all the bills, including the debt, and then he finds the difference. And then the difference, usually that goes towards debt and possibly for fun money, blah blah blah. It's not a hard concept. Like budgeting and all this stuff is not hard. It's just I think people make it overly complicated, or they're just too lazy to put in the effort to actually look at the numbers, which is silly.
Told me you're trying to invest all your money instead of paying off your debt instead.
Yeah.
That's what they're typing to me right now. So that's actually a lie. It's not your lack of understanding on debt payoff strategy. You're just throwing all your money towards investments. Yeah. Which doesn't make sense. Yeah. What the f are you getting that's going to be more than a 30% interest rate?
Well, I'm trying to work towards retirement because if you're getting your 8% from your S&P and you're maxing out your Roth, is it 10 now or is it 8? Because I've kind of heard both.
Overall market.
So we'll do an average of 9% and all that kind of stuff. So if we are investing that, it compounds over time.
It sure does. And so does that 30% on your credit card.
Yeah, but obviously I plan on paying off my credit cards before I'm 60.
Obviously. Yeah. But yet you have not. You're not. What's bigger, 30 or 10? I'm so confused. What's going to compound more?
Obviously.
Okay, that is going to compound more.
That's true. That's true.
Well, okay, so what the f are you doing? What?
Okay, so either this guest is gay, or he was raised in a house that was all women, which is fine. But I think I'd rather him just be gay. In my humble opinion.
But you're not be paying off a higher interest rate debt than a higher interest you're getting on the returns for your investments.
Because I have to work towards retirement.
I agree. So pay off your high interest debt, get a fully funded emergency fund, and then.
If I paid my cards off, then I have nothing. But if I'm putting towards my retirement, at least it's investing this.
But let's be honest, would smash. Not proud about it, but would.
stock market.
Yes, it is, but you're still losing more money net.
Well, I plan on paying off my cards before then,
Oh,
Caleb.
no. This is the money over time, buddy. You're
And yes, I am married. And yes, he would watch.
not making up the difference. You're not making up the difference. If you pay off your credit cards now instead of losing 30% for the next 10, 20 years, you can then throw the money in the market and let that grow afterwards after that's paid off.
Yeah, well, I plan on making more money as I get older. So, I'm going to be able to pay that off faster, right?
Or you'd be able to invest more. I'm confused. If it was a 5% interest credit card, you're right. It's not.
I don't really know much more about investing except for retirement, like S&P and all that kind of stuff.
What? What's the question? What's the point? I'm confused.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is like you're saying invest more, but how do you invest more beyond your 401 or not your 401k, your Roth IRA?
Well, what about your 401k?
What? Right now, I actually don't have a 401k.
Your business, the business you work for does not offer.
They do offer it. Yeah, I just.
Well, I think you just answered your question.
I
What are you
haven't
stupid? I'm so confused. I mean, you know the answer. That's the answer.
Yeah, but I'm
talking
really
about?
trying to look into like other options. I just don't know
What's
what's
other
out there.
options?
Other options are retirement or.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Okay, you said I don't know other than my IRA. Okay, we know there's a 401k. Okay, you didn't sign up for it, so the answer is the 401k. What's this other thing you're
So
looking
let's
for?
say like you max out your 401k, you max out your Roth IRA.
Then you're on the right track.
What's that? What's after that?
Well, you can also just open up an individual brokerage if you want. You're not going to necessarily get certain tax advantage things there, but even still, you can grow. But if you're maxing out your 401k and your IRA at your income level, you're putting enough towards retirement. You don't need to put extra. Let's talk about student loans. I know it's something we all want to avoid talking about, but if your private student loans are crushing you, why refi might be exactly what you need.
I debated whether or not to just skip past his ads, but out of respect for Caleb, I'm just gonna let them play and then we're just gonna sit here and watch it. Feel free to make yourself a cup of coffee while this goes on.
They don't rely on your credit score alone. They look for borrowers who have the desire and ability to repay. That's a game changer in a market where most lenders only see a number. Interest rates under 6% guaranteed. That's practically a unicorn in student lending. Plus, they offer structured payment plans to lower your monthly bill and even a co-sign or release program so your mom or dad can step off the hook. YRefi is known for personal service. No faceless call centers. You get a dedicated rep who actually cares about your progress. They've got a 4.6 star rating on Google, which tells you people genuinely like working with them. So if your private loans are burying you, it's time to reach out. YRefi wants to help you climb out of debt, not push you further in it. Check them out at yrefi.com/hammer. That is YREFY.com/hammer, or call 888-YREFI-78. That is 888-YREFI-78. Break free from the high interest trap and get your finances under control once and for all.
Well, I mean, what else is there to work towards at that point?
Fun. You get to have fun. But that's not where you are. You have $55,000 of bad debt, so what the f are you talking about? That shouldn't be the concern regardless. This is bad debt that is accruing interest, and you're going to have to fork up $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in order to pay off a potential mortgage if you don't get everything done the exact way you want.
Well, believe me, it's going to be half that because I'm going to hold her liable to it. Because she is still attached to that mortgage and she's not attached to that.
Yeah, potentially, but the legal fees can come up with that extra cost anyway.
Do you think that would be more than what the...
I don't know. Depends what you sell it for. Depends what you sell it for, but court ain't cheap. Court ain't cheap.
It's not. It's not cheap.
Okay.
It's not cheap.
So,
But
I mean, yes, I agree she should pay her part, but I don't know, man. I don't know what you're going to sell for. I don't even know when you're going to sell it. I don't even know if you're going to accept a low price with how low the market might demand at that time.
honestly, I'm trying. I'm trying to sell this house.
I mean, there's not much more you can do than just adjust it to the market price. But
And that's
even
what we're
still,
doing, and-
it is, but you don't know what that is yet.
So right now we are the most expensive per square foot in the neighborhood.
Wonderful. Sounds like
I'm not
that's
saying it's
great.
I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Then why
but
the f are you doing it?
because we're adjusting the price to be more competitive, and that's why that
Buddy,
recent
when you see the
$10,000
panic
was
drop
put
in
down there.
prices, even twice in 1 month, they're going to lowball the f out of you. You're not going to get any reasonable offers.
Well, I did tell.
Yeah, you're gonna be in the hole so bad on this, honestly. Like, you're screwing yourself. You should take off the market, wait a little bit, then go back on more than likely.
them not to lower it until the next month, so that way it was
Doesn't
more
matter, buddy.
competitive.
This is how the buyer works, man. You got to go through our real estate program. That's ridiculous. You're starting way too high over market. Those are the people that have to sell lower.
I didn't even offer that price or recommend that price.
Who did? Your realtor?
Yeah,
You have
she
bad
re-
realtor.
Yeah, apparently she's the #1 realtor in Florida, and
You think you have the #1 realtor in Florida? And where did he say? Memphis? #1 realtor. You really think that's happening?
she recommended that
Doubts.
price. I was like, okay, well, you're the expert in this, so might as well. And since then, we've already cut it twice.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know. And
We've had
number
two-
one according to what? Like,
we've
I
had
don't
two-
Hold on. I kind of want to check something out. Let's see. What's the #1 realtor in Florida? Oh, that's not a woman at all. The top performing realtor in Florida for 2025 based on sales volume is Jeff Trickley of Lake Worth, Florida, which is also not Miami. Who would have thunk it?
makes nothing to me.
Showings. We've had 2 scheduled
Because
showings.
you're overpriced, you dumb tit. Of course, this is not. I mean, she is not the realtor to have. Listen, buddy, this might have to go off the market for like 6 months, 12 months, and put it back on at a reasonable price in order for it to
At that
adjust.
point, it would go into
What'd I say?
the foreclosure would have.
It actually would. Yes, you yourself double.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to figure out, and that's why the short sale is the current option, and that's why.
Listen, but you're living at home now. I know you have debt minimum monthly payments, of course, but even still, the mortgage, you actually, even though it's a horrible chunk of your net, because you live at home with the parents, you would be able to technically afford it if you needed to.
It's $3,400 if I'm making $5,000. Then that's
exactly. It's insane.
It is.
But you have no overhead because you live at home. Other than that, it's just the other debt minimum monthly payments, which I don't know what they stack up to yet.
I mean,
it would just be
after
no
the debt
fun
minimums,
spending.
I think it would cover the entire month of my income.
There you go. So that's that. But you have no overhead. You don't need to have fun.
I know I don't have overhead.
Okay, and you don't need to have
expenses
fun.
like gas, food.
Well, that's overhead.
Oh, okay.
Would you not be able to afford that in your minimum monthlies?
No.
We'd have to see it at the end.
No.
I don't know, man. But even still, if you rented it out for half, you could cover half. You were covering half. And I'm not saying that's what we want to do, but I just think you're going to get on this housing situation.
And it's going to come down to what we could get if it was renting at that point, and if it's even worth doing. If we sell the house in a couple months, then that kind of.
A couple months after dropping another $20K, with zero equity in the house already.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a situation.
Oh, if you have a situation.
Yeah, why doesn't he just rent this house? Like, why doesn't he take over the full mortgage, get everything in his name, then rent it out? That makes that to me that makes a little bit more sense. I mean, if the market's so crazy on selling, then it might be more beneficial to just rent this house out to people that you trust and actually have like a leasing contract with.
Go to calebhammer.com/apply and come on the show. What do you think your score is? 0 to 10. 0 being the worst finances, 10 being the best finances.
I'm going to say a 2.
Okay. If you want your financial score, financial assessment, take that assessment at calebhammer.com or click the link below. Also, if you don't want to be like a guest who shows up on the show, download the $wise budgeting app. We made it specifically for you, specifically for me. Sign up for the free trial and then take the annual if you want to save a lot of money and get our budget-friendly cookbook signed by me, mailed directly to you. And if you want to bundle all of our education with the premium version, you can also sign up for our premium program, $wise Central, which includes all of that bundled for 80% off, $wise.com. Click the link below. Okay, so you're living with parents for a year or two at this point. You want to go into an MBA program. You haven't even finished your marketing degree thing.
That's my second degree. Yeah, that's my second degree.
Why are you getting a second degree? What are you doing? You already make good money. What are you trying to do?
So the first degree was in management, and that was paid for through a scholarship. But the second degree is marketing because my GPA was after I graduated. Well, if you go into the master's program,
to get into your master's program.
you got to have like a 3. Yeah, I was looking at like entry level for the MBA, and it was a 3.0 GPA. You had to have all these scores, and through the marketing program.
Also, I heard you're a douchebag.
Yeah, I could definitely.
You have this souped up car that is costing a stupid amount of money, and you just.
I mean, anyone looking at this guy could tell that he's a douchebag. Like anyone, it's very obvious.
Choose to get rid of it. Why?
Why?
If you can't afford it.
He is pretty though. He has nice eyes.
I don't give a shit about your dream. I care about you living. I don't care.
It's a dream car that I've always wanted.
I don't care about you living.
Always hated that.
Dream car. Maybe I'm just too fucking gay. When people start talking about their dream cars, I'm just like, the fuck do you mean? It's just like a pile of metal. What do you mean a dream car? Like, what? It's beyond my culture. It is beyond my idea of anything that I've ever dreamed about.
And, people with Mustangs, and that's what it is.
Well, it's a Mustang. It's not that exciting as far as dream cars go. I'll be completely honest.
Oh, believe me, I would love to get into a different vehicle.
Good, it's not your dream car, so let's get rid of it.
Sell the Mustang.
Why the not?
Because, like I said, it's a dream car.
Like, my philosophy on cars is it gets me from point A to point B, and there you go. I just don't get it.
I'm not going to sell
It's
the
a
car.
car. Who gives a if you can't afford to live and you're about to get foreclosed on, get rid of the car.
But it's paid off.
Yeah, but you're pumping an endless amount of money into it.
No, I'm not.
Come on, buddy. You got a $1,200 injector
No, I'm not.
purchase. You're endlessly getting parts to modify it.
So I will speak on that.
You wouldn't even send us the VIN. You're the first one ever to never send us the VIN. Why the fuck wouldn't you send us the VIN so we can get the value?
Because I was so determined that I'm not going to sell this car.
And what's the coming on a show where someone tells you what you should probably do?
Because with the injector, I'm going to just speak really quick on the injectors. I have returned those, but I swapped them out for other parts for maintenance and all that kind of stuff.
What's the car worth?
I would say about 23, 24.
Good. Sell it. Get a $10,000 car, take care of your debt. The rest of it, I mean, it goes to paying off a fifth of your debt.
That wouldn't even put a dent
It
in my debt.
accelerates. A fifth is a dent, you dumb tit. That accelerates that progress really quick. That gets rid of minimum payments. That we snowball to it. You live at home as a 30-year-old. I don't give a fuck about your Mustang.
That's a pretty nice Mustang, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. You live at home with your parents at 30. You're a little boy.
Yeah. No, I definitely am not.
I mean, he has the skin of a little boy. I mean, granted, you can't really tell, but under those eyes, those like, not crow's feet, but under eye bags are a little bit crinkly, which it's fine. You're in your 30s. You're allowed to age. Nothing wrong with that. I'm aging. I have some crinkles as well, but sell the damn car, dude. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
For your Hot Wheels over having any sort of independence.
With all the parts
Heading
I
into
put
middle
into
age.
the car, I would thought that maybe it's valued a lot higher than 23, 24.
Okay, well, it's probably not because no one gives a
Yeah. No, I completely agree, but it's like, why sell it? I need a motor.
So that you can start paying off debt?
I have my...
You need a motor transportation? You get a $10,000 car.
That's paying.
Is his skin getting red? It looks like he's getting a little bit irritated and his skin's getting a little bit more red. I think his blood pressure is like raising just slightly.
towards my debt.
You're not, buddy. How much came in last month?
5,000.
How much was spent last month?
I'd have to say 4,000.
8,636. So you have no idea what the
there's
you're talking
no
about. That is math. That is what was
I would
added
love
up.
to go into how.
We certainly will. What do you think happens on this show? So you're spending way more than you make. Paying off debt? What the f are you talking about? You're not paying off debt. You're not a debt payoffer.
Yeah, if you go through my record,
Paid a minimum monthly payment to this first debt we're talking about. It takes 26 years to pay off. Shut the f up.
and if this is the card that I'm thinking about, is this the reflect card?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this card was a debt transfer.
Great. So instead of paying off debt, and that's what you consider paying off debt, all we do is just move debt.
I didn't say that was me paying off debt with that.
You said you're paying off debt.
I am paying off debt, but
Nope, you
that card is
transferred
from
debt.
something that I did about 2 years ago.
Wonderful. 0% interest period.
Ooh, transferring debt and paying off debt are two different things. It seems if you're just moving it around, it seems like you're just literally moving it around so that way you can have room to spend.
It's not dead.
It did. Yeah. I have been.
Paying off debt. Spending more than we make. Off.
The #1 YouTube membership just got upgraded. And for this final week, you can join for free. 3 exclusive shows every day, Monday through Friday.
Can I skip this part? This is over. I want to skip this.
Financial Audit,
Then take the train, you
Behind the Audit,
What? This was wild.
Shop Smart,
I want to. What was that? What was that banana about? That's what I want to know. Oh, are they following TikTok? That's cool.
and now,
I say cool. I'm not. I'm just talking about my ass right now. Honestly, it's interesting.
upgrading from 1 live stream a week to 2. No other channel offers what Hammer Elite provides. Join with the link in the
Look at the banana. What is that? What is who is that? Wait, is that girl? Is that a guest or is that an employee? Also, not gonna lie, Brandon can kind of get it too, just a little bit. I also like how they have Fruity Pebbles right in front of Brandon, even though I'm pretty sure he's straight. And but the ongoing joke is that he's gay. Oh wait, she's in multiple. Okay, so she's an employee. Never mind.
pinned comment or description below. Submit proof of purchase at hammerelite.com, and we'll reimburse you for the first month with a $10 digital gift card that can be.
Because the platform doesn't currently offer free trials.
It's okay. It's worth.
Whoops.
What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Miscellaneous bullshit alone was $2,000. Going out to you was $700.
That's
paying off debt.
crazy.
Shut the fuck up. That is your math. That is your normal. I'm living with mommy and daddy. Are they charging you rent?
No, they're not.
30-year-old baby preferring jerking off to his Mustang than having any sort of independence.
They would rather me get
Boom.
into a position where
I bet he does jerk off to his Mustang. I could see that for him. Again, would watch. Wouldn't be happy about it, but would watch.
I can pay off debt by living
You are in a
without paying
position
rent.
to pay off that, and you're not.
I am paying
You
off
are
debt.
literally not. Shut the fuck up.
No.
You put a minimum monthly payment to it. That's that you're jerking off to a Mustang. That's all that's
Well, I'm
happening.
doing more than just paying off the minimum. Not on that card. That is the minimum payment. But I'm paying
Once
off.
you get foreclosed on, I don't want
Not
to
if
hear
I'm
it.
wrong.
It's not a good position. I will
No,
admit
it is
that.
not. Yet it is the position that you are allowing and choosing. I just went over $2,000 of miscellaneous spending, $700 going out to eat. Shut up. That within itself is $2,700 of bullshit spending. You bring in $5,000. That is over half of your spending. What the f are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about.
I would love
Do you
to figure
budget?
out-
Clearly not, 'cause you
I
don't know
try
how much you
budgeting,
spend.
But I know it's very loosely.
Then why? What's the point? What's the point of budgeting without budgeting?
I mean, I've heard about this whole 50, 30, 20, with the needs, wants, and saving and all that kind of stuff. But that's really the gist of it. I've tried it before.
You're in bad debt. You wouldn't be 50, 30, 20. You'd be paying off that like crazy, getting a fully funded emergency
Yeah,
fund. And
I
then
mean,
50,
I've
30,
listened
20.
to the whole David Ramsey stuff, and I have the app on my phone.
Kill you.
But it doesn't let me track all the cards that I have.
Okay, then use ours. It probably does.
Well, what is it? I'll download it.
So you use the app that.
So so Caleb gets all of or the majority of his guests off of from the fan base, and he's never heard of this. He's never heard of his app. Caleb literally pushes his app every single episode. I think we just went over it. Fake fan. Also, the things this man just said seems like he just surface level looks at how to pay debt or looks at how to do things and doesn't really actually invest the time into really learning. Because anyone who actually just sat down and looked at their money and saw what was going on could have easily make a plan. Whoops, alarm! It's 6 o'clock. Yeah, he seems like he lives his life very loosely. This man, and that's just not talking about his butthole from all the anal sex.
Connect to your cards. You can submit manual purchases if you need to. If you want to use this budgeting app, that's fine. What's wrong with that?
It does the transactions and all that, but it doesn't allow you to add the card to where you can automatically do your purchases through that. So it just was.
Purchase through his budgeting app.
No, what I'm saying is it wouldn't let me link my account, and it's for the Apple Card is what I'm talking about.
Apple Card doesn't allow account connections.
Yeah, so that was the issue.
That's
that I was
Apple Card.
having.
That's not budgeting apps.
Yeah, so it was the Apple Card that was giving me that issue. So I
Well, you have to
stopped
submit your
using it.
statements, and it still works.
Well, I just stopped using it at that point.
So you've given up because the Apple Card doesn't
I wasn't
work.
giving.
See, he puts in the bare minimum effort. He found a roadblock, and that just stopped him in his tracks on actually doing something that might help him. Lazy.
You didn't know how much you spent last month.
I figured that I could figure my spending.
You didn't know how much you spent last month.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. I thought I was spending under what I was making.
Objectively not.
Lazy.
Buddy, I don't know. This is just a transfer. You're not paying off debt, you're transferring debt. So Wells Fargo Reflect Visa card. Let's call it the Reflect card. Okay, well, on this card alone, you owe $12,333.94.
Jesus, that's a lot of money. I think that's actually, I have one card that has that much that has that much available. I just have never gotten to that amount on that card. That's crazy.
With a minimum monthly payment of $124 now, and that's all, of course, you made last month, even though interest is starting to accrue right now.
And that's before the interest. I think I looked at it recently.
Yeah, now the interest is charging like
$300 something.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
Yeah.
Which means your minimum, what is that, like $350?
Just about, yeah. It's like $320.
Okay, I was about to say I've gotten close to that amount now that I think about it, and the minimum was definitely way more than $124. But granted, actually, after watching Caleb Hammer, I started watching him maybe like a year ago, and after watching him, it's been about 8 to 10 months, and I've paid off almost $10,000 of debt. Just because I treat financial audit sort of like an AA meeting, where it's like it keeps it in my brain to where I actually remember that I am a responsible person when it comes to finances, if that makes sense. Right? Okay.
Hey, $325, that's your new minimum. Great, even worse. I don't know how you'd survive that with your more.
Or that I am putting in the work to become a responsible person with finances. Not that I am, but I'm becoming.
Mortgage payment, $325. Getting a house with this.
You see the situation that I'm in though with the mortgage? It's like if I pay it,
yes,
then
you
I have
are
no
a
money,
moron.
and I don't have any money to pay towards my minimum debts.
I know that now, but listen, buddy, we just saw what you spent on miscellaneous bullshit going out to eat. Like, shut up. That's objectively what you were doing.
Yeah, and that's why
around.
There's no way that I spent that much. I would love to go through the transactions.
What do you think this show is and what happens from here? That's what we're doing.
Let's get to it.
I'm going through the document order that is.
How did this guy learn about this show? Did he just like see the ad and he just applied, or? Because normally everyone who comes on the show is from the audience and they've at least seen a TikTok or seen the show. See, again, he got himself into something and he didn't do the research. Apparently he did the same thing with the mortgage. He did the same thing with his relationship with that girl who is definitely not a guy. And because, I mean, every one of his actions, he seems to be doing big boy actions, but it's like at the least, he puts in the least amount of effort, and the evidence shows the proof is in the pudding.
Place in front of me, you moron. I don't know. You think you're the producer of the show? I don't know what you think is going on here.
No, but Lindsay is the best.
Now I know you're a big travel person as well, and you're endlessly just going to EDM concerts, doing VIP.
EDM. He's an EDM guy. Gay.
You only go VIP because you need the exclusivity. So we transfer that so we can go to VIP bullshit shows.
Listen, have you been to an EDM concert?
Why would I?
It's amazing. Are you kidding me? It's the best.
It's amazing. You can do Molly and get fucked in the ass.
Have you ever listened to any EDM music?
Yes, I'm doing it right now.
That's pretty good, actually. You might be the next top hit.
Okay, I don't know what I get out of that. I do.
He's so clever. He's so smart.
You go to Austin City Limits Music Festival because there's a wider diversity of music than just.
I don't think I've ever listened to that music or like what that festival is.
Okay, that's fine. I don't care. But why the fuck are you living at home, jacking off to a car, spending bullshit endlessly, going VIP experiences at festivals all over the country? Who do you think you are?
Well, I love the experience. I love being able to travel and go to these concerts.
Mama's boy being enabled to just go around and destroy his life. Poor new girlfriend being dragged down, girlfriend.
She is a sweetheart. I love her to death.
Who the f are you to go VIP to all these experiences around the country?
I never said that I do all VIPs for this.
Buddy,
I just buy a ticket
that's
for
what
it.
you told the person you love, Lindsay.
Yeah, I mean, like she does these upgrades for these tickets every once in a while.
Who does these upgrades for these
tickets?
tickets? That you pay for?
Sometimes she pays for it, sometimes I do.
His girlfriend does these upgrades on his car. What do you mean? Not that women can't be in mechanical work? It can't be in mechanics and do upgrades on cars, but with the evidence, also this is a tragic scene I just froze on. With the evidence, maybe she's not a she after all.
You live at home. You live at home and you said my parents support my ability to stay home as long as I pay off my debt. You're going VIP to concerts. What are you talking about?
It's not that often that I go.
How often then?
Maybe like 3-4 times a year.
That's insane. Once a quarter is crazy. If you're living at home,
that is crazy. That means that you are not even saving up enough money. That means you are literally making these huge purchases. you're not giving yourself enough time to actually get ahead at all, seemingly.
30.
You want to know insane? I went 7 times.
I don't give a shut the fuck up.
Did he just say he went 7 times last year? 7 times? Dude, no sympathy for you at all.
Your girlfriend, does she live at home?
No, she has her own place.
Oh, great. So she's the leader of the relationship. She's a mature one. She's the one that's actually getting done.
She does get her done. She's
How old is she?
She's 35.
Great. Okay.
No, she's
Well, she is
a
older.
great
She has more
professional.
time.
She's really good at
Oh, look. She sounds like she's an adult. She sounds like she actually... Oh, no. Now I kind of want to know what his relationship is like with his mom. Because it sounds like he's dating a mommy figure. It sounds like he's looking for a mommy figure. Which goes... I bet this guy grew up in a household full of women. Maybe didn't have a dad. And his mom took care of every little thing that his entire life. Now the women that he dates are also surrogate mommy figures, and eventually they get tired of fucking putting up with him and babying him and mothering him, and this is the cause. Because he seems like a man-child, honestly, with his dream car, his EDM concerts, his like barely looking into anything. He's always had someone to come and make his bed, essentially. Fix all of his problems. This is a man-child. A gay man-child. Probably not a gay man-child, but we're going to go with gay man-child.
what she does for her job, and
Why she's actually with a literal child like yourself?
I don't know.
Hey, he said the thing.
I don't know if I was funny or if I was just like super attractive. We met on Hinge, and she sent me the rose. So
You sure it wasn't Grindr?
I mean, she saw something to me. But you know, it's one of those things
douchebag
where like
effect.
you go on your first date and you just know it's the right person.
And something tells me that she probably has issues with... If she's dating him, then she's probably codependent, probably has a weird dynamic with her own dad. I mean, I'm just making these assumptions. I don't know. But there is something... 1 + 1 usually equals 2, you know?
And we just
I don't care about your love story. That's fine.
you're
That's
asking about
wonderful. No, I'm asking about how she lives. I don't give a fuck about your love story. Dude. Okay, great. So I don't know why she's staying with you. Good luck on this marriage situation if you guys ever get there. The fact is, interest has just started hitting on this now. What have you communicated your financial situation with her?
So actually, when I got the word that I was going to be on the show, I realized that now would be a good time to talk about
That's
this.
what it always
You
happens.
know, and
That's what always happens.
yeah.
I'm about to get exposed online. Yeah, I better come clean about all this.
So we do realize that we're both kind of in a bad like financial spot.
Both? You just said she was doing great.
Yeah, she does great. She makes good money, but you know, she also does have her debts as well.
Then that's not great.
Well, you know, it's kind of something. This is our wake up call for this. Yeah, after this show, we're gonna.
But you told me
we're
at
gonna start
$40,000
budgeting.
a bad debt, it was 56. You don't even know your own financial situation. You're trying to tell me you told her?
Yeah, no, I told her about my debts and all that kind of stuff.
You
I
didn't
said,
know
listen,
how many debt you had. How much?
I told her, I was like, listen, it's not gonna be pretty,
Okay.
and you know, we're gonna work on this and we're gonna get through
So
it.
you're not going to a VIP EDM concert.
I actually have a couple plans.
Exactly. So shut the fuck up.
So see, this is sort of like a little bit of a breadcrumb. Not in like an abusive kind of way, but it's like, did you see his language? He said, we are going to work on my debt together. We are going to do this. So he is inviting her in and making the relationship seem very solid and very stable. How long have they been together where he's making these... I mean, it's not really like a grand promise, but it is like a weird thing where he's saying, come with me. Our relationship is very serious. We are going to work on this problem together, which is really just his problem. And depending on her own psychology, she may either love this or hate this. And it sounds like she's probably loving this because she needs a little baby boy to take care of, and he needs a mommy to take care of him.
You're not cutting back on anything. You
Yeah.
just want to be a douchebag running around.
I want to have fun. You know, it's like,
No, so you're just going to live at home forever, mama's little boy, and being a joke in the existence of humanity.
no, obviously I don't want to live at my parents'
Well,
house.
you
for
certainly do because
forever.
you're spending all your money on bullshit instead of actually doing anything worth value of paying down your debt.
I definitely want to do better, and I don't think that I don't want to be in this position. I want
Which
to
is
be
why
able
you're
to
going to the
pay this off.
Bahamas all inclusive.
It's Cancun, not Bahamas.
All inclusive.
Yeah, it's all inclusive. That was the only option.
Yeah, that's what we really care about when we're trying.
What did he say? Did he say Maine Coon? It's not a cat. What did he say? I'm not going to rewind it to like figure it out. It's not that important, but still. Maine Coon. Whatever.
Trying to get out of debt.
I made that purchase back in January, and it's $4,000 for the
Can we
entire
be
trip.
real about this entire situation? Your mama's boy. She's taking care of you. She's enabling you. And once, you are slightly done with that situation, you have your girlfriend just be your new mom.
I don't think that's the situation.
I think that it's reading as clear as day, buddy. You're a child. You live like a child. You just go and live all these experiences and spend all your money on bullshit instead of taking care of your real shit. And then you want mama or new mama to come in and save the day and take care of you. Their little boy.
I think as long as
Boom. What'd I say? What did I freaking say? He's a child.
I'm paying off these things, then, you know, why not?
You don't think you're going to leech off your girlfriend at all in this
No,
relationship?
I don't.
Really?
I don't allow her to.
Okay, well, you were already on the outs with your last girlfriend, but you used her to get a mortgage, so...
I didn't use her, actually. I think she used me for my credit, if I'm being honest.
What are you talking about? You only
Because
got
I
on with her to
co-signed
make
for
it...
I co-signed for the mortgage.
Yeah, but you wanted to get in there. It was you.
Yeah, you co-signed for the mortgage, but so did she. So did y'all just use each other? That's what it... Because other than... You haven't given us any proof that she leached off of you in the slightest.
Itchiness.
I wanted to get a house, yes.
Yeah, so
and
what
she
are
thought
you
it was a
talking
good
about?
idea.
Yeah, she agreed to your idea. You used her.
I don't think I used her.
To be able to afford the minimum payment, absolutely, even though you're ready to break up. How else can you read that situation?
Yeah, we got back together, and I was like, all right, you know, I think we should get a house. So we got a house. I was under the assumption that we were going to be together for a while.
Then you weren't.
Things were going well.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
you just got up after breaking up, and then you broke up immediately. What are you talking
We got
about,
back
dude?
together, and then, you know,
You
it was
just
towards
used
the end
people
of her-
around you to be the little baby, getting
No, she was towards the end
having
of her
mothers
lease, and she
everywhere.
didn't want to renew her lease there, so I was like, why don't we just start looking at a house then?
How long
She
have you
agreed to
been
it.
at home with $0 of rent? $0 of rent.
For about a year. For about a year now.
And there's nothing wrong with living at home, especially if you're falling back.
Okay, so you've had a year. You've had a year to save up. You've had a year to like put a lot of money on this debt, and it seems like you haven't.
Kind of hard times. But the fact is, they're just enabling you to go VIP at EDM concerts 7 times a year, i.e. last year, all inclusive in Cancun. I don't give a It's bullshit.
By the way, if you can hear my dog scratching in the background, it's because we just had a flea bath and flea pills, and we are trying to get her itching to go down just a little bit because it is that time of year where fleas are really bad.
Man, you're just living a bullshit life and relying on all the mothers around you. Come on, what a joke. Listen, I know it's not perfect for your career with what you got, but I will get you a course career certification to boost that resume. I'll also get you on the Fizz card to help you actually manage your money, debit card that builds credit. And I'll get you on Webull as well if you really care about investing. It's a great place to buy stocks. That's where I'm building my portfolio now. Great sign-up bonuses there. So I'll get you set up with all the resources that the guests got. But listen, this is ridiculous. Again, $12,333.94. Minimum monthly payment $325. You've had a late fee this year. He's had a late fee this year. He's had a late fee this year. VIP experience. You Cancun. You late fee this year, living at mom and dad at home. Fuck, dude. What a joke.
Listen,
Absolutely, that's so fucking stupid. You've been there for a year. You could be on top of this at this point, but no, you've decided to just be a fucking baby.
Listen, you're going to defend this. Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, so the cards were not on auto pay.
Good, then pay it on time, you dumb.
I was paying them on time.
Yeah, hardly any of my stuff is on auto pay. It's because I also like to just be on top of it, but I'm also on top of it. I know that by a certain date each month, a certain bill needs to be paid. It's simple as that. It's easy.
And then I had 1 month slip, and then after that moment, I did set it up on auto pay.
You're probably paying over $100 a month for your phone plan. For what? Dropped calls and data caps that disappears faster than my hope during a financial audit. Today's sponsor, Helium Mobile, the only phone service that somehow manages to be reliable and free, fixes that. And yeah, because guess what? Their zero plan is literally $0 a month. It runs on a combo of nationwide 5G plus this wild concept, a community-built network. Think of it as the Airbnb of phone service. Same great coverage, but without the tower markup. And here's the kicker. They reward you with cloud points. Basically, they are loyalty points just for using your phone. You'll rack up points by sharing anonymized location data, don't worry, it's private, and redeem them for gift cards to Amazon, Starbucks, Apple, Target, even nonprofits if you're feeling generous. So you're getting phone service and free stuff. It's really great to see tech that is shaking things up. Click the link in the description to check out the free phone plan and use code Caleb to get $10 in cloud points, which can be redeemed for gift cards to your favorite brands after being a user for 90 days. Let's get back to the video. You ever feel like insurance was designed specifically to not understand? 1 minute you're checking your benefits, the next you're 30 tabs deep in legalese trying to figure out if something's covered or if you're just out of luck. And that is where today's sponsor, Row, comes in with a free tool that actually makes sense. The Row Insurance Checker. Upload your insurance info, and in a few days, you'll get a personalized report showing if GLP-1 medications like Ozempic or Wegovy are covered. There's no guesswork, no paperwork, no having to talk to Chad from customer service for an hour. Over 500,000 people have already checked, and nearly half are covered. So before you give up or delay care again, try Row's Insurance Checker. If you decide to move forward, Row can help you understand if GLP-1s are right for you and your goals. But that's just the beginning. When you become a Row member, you'll have support throughout the process. You'll have access to your provider on demand for any questions. Go to row.co/Caleb to check out the insurance for free. That is ro.co/Caleb. And of course, go to row.co/safety, ro.co/safety for black box warning and full safety information about GLP-1 medications. ro.co/safety. Now back to the episode. Why would you have a slip? You live at home. You live at mother home.
I oversaw it. That's all it was.
Over what?
I oversaw it. So it was.
Over what?
I don't know what the date
Over
was.
what?
Oversaw it. It was an oversight.
Oh, he oversaw it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we are 45 minutes into this bad boy. It's about about halfway. I now have to jump off of here and get ready for work. So we're just gonna exit there. We're gonna come over here. All right, guys. So we're gonna pick this up this afternoon and finish this bad boy. I hope you'll have a great rest of your Tuesday. Let's do the dang thing. And yeah, feel free to like and subscribe and do all the thing down there, and I'll eventually put up a thumbnail. My name's Blake. It's been a pleasure this morning. I'm hopped up on coffee and I have to use the bathroom now. Isn't that TMI? Don't you love that? Don't you just love it? Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.